Have you ever stopped to think that some diaries should never have been found? That there are pages written by hands that vanished before they could tell the end of their own story? Every word, every scribble ... is a silent scream, lost in time, an echo trapped between paper and ink. And the most terrifying part ... is what it doesn't say. What does the last page of a diary really mean? Is it the end of the story? Or ... is it the exact moment I was interrupted? What we are about to delve into is not fiction. It is a compilation, a reconstruction ... of voices. Voices of students, young people, with whole lives ahead of them, who simply ... disappeared. These diaries are what is left. And what is left ... is the most intimate part, the most vulnerable. They are the goodbyes that were never spoken. They are the secrets entrusted to the last thing they held before they left. There is no rush here. There are no jump scares. The intention is for you to feel the weight of every absence. How much these familiar settings, these hallways you've also walked through, can hold dark histories. Stories where reality blends ... with memory ... and the disappearance becomes the only proof that something horrifying truly happened there. The first diary is here, Ana's diary. A story that begins with drawn hearts ... and ends with total silence. Ana was 16, a student at a high school in the American Midwest. The first few weeks of her diary are like any teenager's. Worries about tests, a fight with a friend, a secret crush on a boy. She writes about life in color. March 12th, Miss Helena gave a pop quiz. I hate her. But I got A.B. Ruffer said it's destiny. I laughed. I guess she's right. The day was normal. Art class tomorrow, but her tone changes, slowly. The dates are further apart, the sentences shorter, and what was an outlet turns into something more. Her despair increases with every line. The description of that figure, motionless, but alive, was terrifying. April 27th. I don't know if it's paranoia, but he was there again, in the courtyard, in the same spot, watching my classroom window. No one else sees him. I close the curtain, but I feel it ... I feel his gaze on the back of my neck. Ana tried to convince herself it was imagination. She tried, but the writing doesn't lie. The fear began to manifest physically, in the trembling letters, in the words scratched out in anger. Her despair increases with every line. The description of that figure, motionless, but alive, was terrifying. May 10th, I told the principal. She said it's stress, said I need a break. Stress. How can this be stress when every time I look, he's just standing there, motionless, just watching. He doesn't move. He's like a statue, a living one. He knows where I live now. The diary becomes her only confidant, the only thing that records the truth no one else will accept. And her despair becomes ours. We feel the loneliness of this girl. We feel the fear of being the only person to see what is hidden in plain sight. The fear that no one believes you ... until it's too late. The last filled page of the diary was there. May 18th. It's the last time. I can't take it anymore. I'm in my room. The door is locked, but ... I heard the bell, the school bell, and his voice. He's inside the room. I shouldn't have looked. ... and the page ends. What happens when fear becomes routine? Where does the line blur between paranoia and the terrifying truth? How many times does fear hide in the routines we pretend not to see? It's not the jump scare that gets us. It's the connection. It's the empathy. Feeling what Ana felt. The loneliness of the fear that consumes you. The feeling that no one believes you. And the shiver that comes from realizing that her last words are the only words that remain. But Ana wasn't alone. Years later ... in the same school ... another diary was found. More confused, darker. This is Lucas's diary. A reserved 17-year-old student. He didn't write about his social life. Lucas wrote about the sounds. The boredom of classes, the pressure of exams, were interspersed with the incessant sound of the school bell, even when it wasn't time to ring. September 3rd, the bell, again, at 3 a.m. It rings 3 times, loud, and then silence. I went into the hallway. No one. I know it doesn't ring itself. The janitor must have forgotten. Or not. Gradually, Lucas's dreams began to dominate the pages. Always the same dream. The school hallway, empty, and the feeling of being followed by something he couldn't name. The details become sharper in the darkness of his mind. Every night, the vision repeated, clearer and clearer, more and more terrifying. October 15th. There were no classes today, but I was there in the dream. The hallway seemed longer, the classroom door locked. I saw the shadow. It's not a man, it's more ... a smudge. And the smudge was looking at me, but when I woke up, the smell of the school's mildew was on my pillow. His diary is not just a record of fear. It is the gradual descent into paranoia. The sentences become disconnected. The letters mix together. It seems as if his own mind was disintegrating on those pages. November 2nd. I don't know who's writing. It's not me. The shadow is in the classroom. I see the pen, but I can't feel my hand. The bell is ringing. I know the bell doesn't ring anymore. So who keeps ringing it? The sound of a metallic bell, loud and long, echoes. Lucas disappeared in the school courtyard. Exactly 12 years after Anna. 2 cases, 2 lives, the same silence. What connects the man watching from the window ... to the bell ringing by itself? 2 stories, 2 lives, 1 same silence. The most terrifying question is, why the school? And why, even with so much time difference, was the fear radiating from it the same? It's as if the school itself is the diary, and the students, just the pen it uses to write its pages of horror. The school is the entity, the diary is its method, and the victims, its involuntary witnesses. But there is a third diary. The last one, the oldest of all, and this diary has been locked away for over 30 years. This diary is anonymous. It was found by janitors in a classroom that had been locked since the 1970s. What is written here connects everything. January 12th. He's everywhere. I can't leave. The principal won't let me leave. The other students are leaving, but I'm still here. I miss my mother. The bell rang again. The tone is heavy and old. The first entries speak of punishments, of severe discipline in a boarding school that operated in the same location. But suddenly, the tone changes. The writing becomes uncontrolled. The sentences become darker, more enigmatic, less personal, and more like a warning. February 22nd. What did they do to me? I'm trapped here, and I'm not alone. I feel his hands. He said he needs more, and that soon he will write again. Using someone else's pen, the anonymous diary is not just reporting a trauma. It is reliving it, and then it begins to describe the others. Those who came after. The connection between the eras is undeniable, linking the suffering of the past with the pain of the present. August 4th. The bell is here. And he is here. And he is waiting. I saw the girl, Anna. She was looking out the window. And he was there, smiling. I tried to warn them. I wrote on the wall. But the wall doesn't speak, and the bell always rings at the wrong time. The fear here becomes palpable. An entity that uses the solitude of the school as a hunting ground, that waits, patiently, until the bell rings again. And that uses the diaries ... to record its own thoughts. The lettering is shaky, almost illegible. December 29th. I smell the mildew. He is laughing, and he will write the final sentence. I didn't want anyone to read this, but I have to. The door is closed ... but he is here, inside the room. I shouldn't have looked. The amplified sound of a chair being dragged across the wooden floor, The diaries are closed. What happened to Anna, to Lucas, and to the anonymous author ... is a mystery the school took with it. Perhaps the terror is not in the shadows, but in the silence of the words that were never finished. In the echo of the bell ringing at the wrong time. In the solitude that makes us doubt what we see. The fear you feel now ... is not of a monster. It is a feeling connected to the silent pain of 3 lives that were cut short. It is knowing that ... if someone reads your diary, they might find the same absence on the last pages, the sound of a page being gently closed, the slight, distant sound of a pencil scratching paper. If you've made it this far, perhaps you, too, have heard the whisper between the pages. The school's story isn't over. It's written every day, and fear. It always waits for the next pen. Click like and subscribe, so that others can also hear what the walls are hiding. In the next video ... we will open another diary, and this time, it might be yours. The end.